Hey guys, welcome back to 50 Days of AFL Fantasy, up to day 27 here, and we are talking about the West Coast defender and mid-season draftee last year in Tom McCarthy. He is 25 years old and just got recruited last year, as I just said. Average 83 from his 10 games played last year after coming in halfway through the season. High score of 101 and a low score of 70. So fantastic floor for a first half a year player. Hasn't even played a whole season yet and came in and averaged the best out of all the West Coast players last year. Not just the defense. All West Coast players, Tom McCarthy was the best one, averaging 83. So a lot of progress to be made with the West Coast Eagles in general. But a shining light last year was Tom McCarthy taking the kick-ins and making the defensive line his own, because that's where the ball was a lot last year. There are a lot of kick-ins to be taken at the West Coast Eagles. So if we look at the depth there are a lot of defenders at West Coast, and any of these guys could take a bit of time off Tom McCarthy, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think Tom McCarthy has well and truly got that backfield to his own. Liam Duggan has been there for a while, and I don't know how West Coast fans feel about him at this point. His left boot is kicking it to the other team more often than not, I think. Ryan Marich, I think was he a mid-season draftee? Might have been as well. Taking kick-ins and has the defender status this year, which is good to see. So another shining light for West Coast. I think Liam Baker, will maybe be in the midfield a bit more, and I don't know whether he will accumulate the ball, but he is that utility that goes back, forward, gets a bit of everywhere, which is not too reliable. Tom Cole was the next best average from last year there. Brady Hoff is meant to be a big hype train for the coming years. He was a pretty decent draft pick from a few years ago, and someone who took a lot more responsibility last year and had some pretty decent scores as well. Luca Grego, Ruben Jinby, high draft pick from a few years ago, meant to, again, a lot of young kids here, has a lot of potential, and we're just waiting to see a few of these guys pop. So it could be Ruben Jinby's time to shine. A few others there, Tyler Dewar, Rhett Bazzo, Brandon Starcevich will make his way straight into the top 23 for West Coast next year. He's going to be the defensive stalwart that they need to take over from Jeremy McGovern and those big spoiling defenders of old. He's going to be the man doing that, I reckon, instead of that other one there, Sandy Brock. And then two guys down the bottom there, I think, are very, very interesting to look at in the preseason coming up. In Bo Allen, last year's high Western Australian-born draft pick, has defender status. And Josh Lindsay, the draftee from this year's crop, who was the best distributor from the halfback in the draft class this year. His kick-to-head ball ratio was amazing, and I expect him in due time to take on a lot of the kick-ins at West Coast as well. So, but in the meantime, I think Tom McCarthy, first preseason coming up, first full season coming up, sky's the limit. There's so much opportunity at West Coast. The ball's going to be down there a lot this year again. I think he is only going to get a bit better this year with the new rules as well. Might take a few extra kick-ins there. So look out for him. Tom McCarthy, 25-year-old, right amongst it as one of the most experienced players in that West Coast lineup now. So get on board. Could be a sneaky one on draft day for sure.